Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Newport News, Virginia, home of the Apprentice School, right here in the middle of Newport News Shipbuilding. Folks, you are listening to Championship Sunday here of the New South Athletic Conference men's basketball tournament for the year of 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, this shouldn't be a good game. This should be a fantastic basketball game. We have two programs that are excelling at the right time in their season. Hello, folks. Howard McCain here with you alongside Dave Davenport to bring you the play-by-play action as it happens here as we are about to wrap things up for the 2024 NSAC men's basketball tournament. The number one seed, Makos of Lighthouse Christian College, will be taking on the Builders from right here at the Apprentice School. Both teams come into this afternoon's contest on a wave right now. Both teams won their semifinal matchup as the Makos from Lighthouse Christian took out Mid-Atlantic Christian University by a score of 84-69. And on yesterday evening, we saw the Builders take down their opponent, Central International College, by a score of 111-80. So both teams riding a high, both teams high flying, both teams ready to lay claim to the championship of the conference here in 2024. For the home team, Coach Evan Key in his fifth season brings in his Builders with an overall record of 20-5 on the season. He'll be going against Coach I'll get that right, Bocelli, who is in his second season at the helm of the Makos. He brings his team into today's contest with an overall regular season record of 19-4. Keep in mind, these teams just met about a month or so ago where we saw the Builders go down to the Makos in that contest. Makos took that contest 76-73. Not only did they take the win, they took the regular season championship and the number one seed in the tournament. But none of that matters right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get set and get underway here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. We are about to get underway. Championship Sunday here for the New South Athletic Conference, and the opening tip goes to the Makos. Makos will start the basketball game on offense, as you can see. Builders coming out in the man-to-man defense as Christian McGann with the basketball. They continue to work the perimeter. Eddie Brown will also join McGann on the floor as Brown is doubled in the corner. Builders nearly forced a turnover. Makos, three at the buzzer. No good. Rebound fought for, controlled by the Makos, but the Makos are going to step on the baseline. They'll turn it over. So Eddie Brown, Daniel Poole, Christian McGann, Chase Culpepper, and Houston Culpepper are your starting five for the Makos, who are considered the home team in this championship game, as Donovan Means is going to be joined on the floor by Adrian Wall, Kelby Saunders Jr., Kyrie Smith, and Isaiah Jones. Builders go quickly inside to Isaiah Jones. Nice set of moves to bank it off the glass for two. And the Builders put the first points on the board on Championship Sunday here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Makos find a lane. Right-hander, no good. Here's Brown. Now, the last time the Builders played the Makos, as Chase Culper is able to get all the way to the bucket for an easy lay-in to tie the score at 2. The last time these teams played one another, Eddie Brown, one of the guards for the Makos, put up 30 on the Builders. He was 3 of 8 for shooting from three-point stripe. Kelby Saunders gets it over to Donovan Means. Shot clock now at 10 for Kyrie Smith. Wall. Shot clock now at 4. Here's Means. His three-point shot, an air ball, goes out of bounds. As Coach Bocelli loves the defensive effort from his basketball team, and he should, force the Builders into a horrible shot late in the shot clock. So back come the Makos with Brown, score 2-2. Brown off of a ball screen. Saunders with the near steal, but it hit off the top of his shoe. So the shot clock will be reset to 20. Fourth consecutive championship game for the Builders this afternoon. Now, that's prior to them coming into the New South Athletic Conference, which they've only been in for the past couple of seasons. But prior to coming into this conference last season, the Builders were in 2 other championship games prior, so their 4th opportunity to win a championship. Builders continue to stay in that man-to-man defense as Eddie Brown, who's probably the most prolific scorer maybe on the entire floor. He and Adrian Wall, as that shot by McGann, no good. Rebound comes off to Means. Means able to get back to his feet and maintain his dribble, so that was not going to be called a travel. He's able to convert. So Means has his first basket of the afternoon. 4-2 now is our score as Brown tries to shake free, and he scores. And not only did he score, that was a 3-point bucket, so the Builders now find themselves down by 1. Brown, the conference MVP for 2024, the New South Athletic Conference. Trust me, he did not get that by mistake. Wall able to find a lane and convert. So Builders have come out early, just attacking the basket. Considering the last time these two teams played one another, it was the Makos that made a concerted effort to really attack the basket. Builders force a turnover there. 16:38 remaining in the first half here. Again, Championship Sunday of the 2024 NSAC Men's Basketball Tournament. The entire tournament taking place right here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center as the Builders go inside to Jones. Jones gets his shot blocked. Makos running. Brown. Shot off the glass and good. Brown now has 5 in the contest, and the Makos take the lead right back 7-6. Means off of a screen. His 3 off the mark. Makos clear the rebound. Daniel Poole. Feed underneath to Culpepper. His shot partially blocked. Tie up underneath. They're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow is in favor of the Builders, so the basketball will come down to the other end. But tell you what, we're going to step away and take a timeout. Media timeout. The under 16 timeout. Builders trail by 1 to the Makos. We'll step away. We'll be back.
Bayport gives away $100,000 in tuition assistance. Our scholarships are special because we not only allow funds to be applied to colleges and universities, but also trade and vocational schools. The submission deadline for all scholarships this year is a close of business on March 31st. Please share this opportunity with family, friends, students, and colleagues. Like, share, or comment on social media.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
15:50 remaining here in the first half of Championship Sunday here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, the 2024 NSAC Men's Basketball Tournament taking place here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. As always, such a joy to have you alongside myself, Howard McCain, and Dave Davenport, who is serving as our engineer and producer. As the kick outside the arc, that shot is going to be short by Kyrie Smith, and we're going to get a foul in the backcourt. They're going to credit Kelby Saunders with his first personal foul. That'll be the team's first. Bit of a revenge opportunity here for the Builders as they saw themselves go down to the Makos earlier this season. Like I told you earlier, by a score of 76-73 as we have a stoppage in play as Chase Culpepper needs just a moment. Basketball back into play. Brown being guarded closely by Means. Poole nearly picked up his dribble there. Able to get to the rack, but he's going to be called or whistled for a foul. Nope, that's going to be on Kelby Saunders. So Kelby Saunders quickly picks up 2 personal fouls. So that'll put Daniel Poole at the line, the 6'8" freshman out of Lafayette, Louisiana. Pulled down 13 boards against the Builders the last time these teams played. So with Kelby Saunders getting 2 quick fouls, he is going to have to come off the hardwood. So Malik Munderland will make his way onto the floor, the 6'4" junior guard out of Louisa, Virginia, will make his way onto the floor. Second shot from the free throw line, no good. Builders now down by 2. As Means goes to work against this man-to-man defense of the Makos. Builders have found success getting to the rim. Had a couple of instances where they just did not finish, but that time Malik Munderland able to drain the 3, and just like that, the Builders take the lead 9-8 over the Makos. Here's Brown right now. Brown has 5 points. Builders continue to throw a double team at him, considering how dangerous of a player he is. He is, of course, the conference MVP. As McGann looks, here's Brown. Brown, shot clock now at 5. Brown tried to find a lane, couldn't, and actually traveled with the basketball. That's going to be a turnover for the Makos. That is their 4th within the first 5 minutes of the basketball game. Builders yet to commit a turnover. Here's Wall. Back to Means. Means at 20. Behind the back finds Wall. Wall over to Munderland. Munderland is fouled, and he's fouled behind the three-point arc, so he will go to the line to shoot 3. That foul call is going to be on Daniel Poole. That will be his first personal foul and the team's first. So that puts Malik Munderland at the line to shoot 3. Clock stopped at 14:08 remaining in this championship game, first half of the championship game if you're just joining us. Malik Munderland with his 4th point. Last trip down the court, Munderland drained a 3 right in front of us. So he already has 4 of the Builders' 10 points already, and he just came off the bench for Kelby Saunders Jr. as he misses the second. Builders shooting about 63% on the season from the free throw line as a team. If you know a lot about basketball, you know that that's not really good. Munderland gets the second. So 2 for 3 at the charity stripe. We'll take it, and the Builders have pushed their lead now up to 3, 11-8. It's Brown. Inside to McGann. Here's Poole. His shot off the back of the iron, too strong. Here's Means to Wall. Wall yet to take a shot in the basketball game. The last time these two teams played, he scored 23. Here's his first opportunity. 3-point shot, no good, but there's Courage Arrell to get the rebound. His 3-point shot, an air ball. Builders getting a couple of quality looks at the basket, just couldn't knock them down. Here's McGann to Culpepper. Culpepper with the shot clock at 12. Works off of a ball screen. Poole. Shot clock now at 5. Poole finishes with the dunk on the baseline. So the Makos cut into the Builder lead is now 11-10. It's okay, just a noisy 2. That's all it is, ladies and gentlemen, just a noisy 2 points. Means has his pass tipped. Mako's running. Here's Brown. His launch from 3. No good. Long rebound corralled by Harrell. Harrell. Neither team really off and running in the contest. No fast break opportunities for either team. Both teams kind of grinding it out in the half court early as Adrian Wall is now 0 for 2 in the contest. Adrian Wall, first team all-conference for the New South Athletic Conference. That shot by the Makos, no good. Back come the Builders with Means. Munderland, who already has 5 points in the contest. Here's Harrell. Shot clock at 15. Wall decides to test the inside of the defense. Unable to hit on the scoop layup, but able to get his own rebound and stick it back. So now Adrian Wall is on the board, 13-10. Builders get their lead back to 3 as McGann squeezes from 3. His shot, no good. Builders running. Wall. Builders decide to pull it out, run their half-court set. Thought that may have been a foul underneath as Means was making his way to the basket, but no call. So back on the other end, Adrian Wall with the swift hands able to knock it away from Culpepper. Goes out of bounds. We're going to have a timeout. Media timeout, the under 12 timeout. Builders with a 3-point lead over the Makos on Championship Sunday. We'll be back.
Bayport gives away $100,000 in tuition assistance. Our scholarships are special because we not only allow funds to be applied to colleges and universities, but also trade and vocational schools. The submission deadline for all scholarships this year is a close of business on March 31st. Please share this opportunity with family, friends, students, and colleagues. Like, share, or comment on social media.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Number 1 versus number 2 in the NSAC men's basketball tournament bracket. The Makos in the number 1 seed and the Builders in the number 2 seed are taking on each other for the right to be called tournament champion for the 2023-2024 men's basketball season. And right now the Builders hold a 13-10 edge over the Makos. Makos with 4 turnovers, Builders with only 1 turnover. And we're almost 10 minutes into the contest. If you're Coach Evan Key, that's exactly what you want. And that right there is also what you want as Avon Hawkins with a sprint out after the slap away created the turnover on the defensive end. Basketball goes out of bounds off of the miss, and I think it's going to stay on this end, and it will. Newly into the contest, Xavier Hunter will be inbounding. He and Avon Hawkins onto the floor as Avon with the basketball over to Kyrie. Kyrie now over 1,000 points in his career. Actually went over that 1,000-point mark against the Makos about a month ago as his shot comes off no good. Rebound comes off to Poole. Poole stands about 6'8", 200 pounds, but here at the scores table, he looks a lot longer than that. Shows his scoring prowess. Poole now has 5, and the Builder lead now is 1. Hunter. Gets it back out to Hawkins. They're going to call a foul, and they're going to count the basket. Now, that's going to be a defensive foul. So count that basket. That foul call is going to go on Daniel Poole, who just plowed through Isaiah Jones, who was setting up a screen, and Poole just absolutely plowed through him while the shot was in the air. Now, they're going to count the basket. There won't be any free throws. So the Builders are just going to get the inbound, I believe. Now, wait a minute. The officials are going to talk about it. And I'm sorry, you know what? I did not give you the officials. Haywood Bostic, Damon Allen, and Antoine Dawkins are getting together. Now, they're going to score the basket, so that is right. So that second foul is going to go on Daniel Poole. So there will be no foul shots. The Builders will simply get the ball out of bounds. Again, that shot is good for 3. Here's Hunter. Shot clock now at 15. Hunter off of a screen. Hunter kicks it outside to Kyrie Smith. Kyrie able to knife between the defense, but unable to finish at the rim. Builders nearly fell asleep on defense, and they forced a turnover anyway. Daniel Poole just could not handle the outlet pass along the baseline. Builders able to get back on defense and disrupt his concentration just enough where he took his eyes off the basketball. It got away from him. So that'll be another turnover as Poole takes a seat. Mako's counter now with Vickers as Hawkins misses. Hawkins was definitely the man the last time these two teams played for the Builders. He scored 23. He's scoreless so far. And we're already halfway through the first half. Here's Culpepper. Nice job by the defense to poke the basketball away, but went right to a Mako. Long rebound off of the miss. Comes down to the Builders. Hunter. Bit of a wild shot, but Munderland is there to clean up the mess on the glass. And the Builders now have their largest lead of the contest, 18-12. Over Coach Pacelli and the Makos. Builders have pretty much kept their best scorer, Eddie Brown, in check. Eddie Brown only has 5 points right now as Culpepper able to knife between the defense. Houston, Culpepper is his name, and laid off the glass for 2. Culpepper now with 4. Builders lead is 4. But not anymore, thanks to a 3 from Avon Hawkins. And that's going to lead to a timeout. Timeout being taken by the Makos as they see themselves now down by their largest deficit of the afternoon, 7. 21-14 is our score. And the Builders making it look easy right now, not just offensively, ladies and gentlemen, but defensively as well. As I've alluded to on more than one occasion, the most prolific scorer in the conference and on the Makos is Eddie Brown, the 6-foot point guard out of Pensacola, Florida, who the last time they played, he was virtually unstoppable, put up 30 points against the Builders. But the Builders have done a great job of not only defending him in the man-to-man defense, but every now and then Coach Key will throw a double team at him to force the basketball out of his hands. So what does that mean? It looks like the Builders have said today, Eddie Brown is not going to beat us. It's going to have to be someone else. And so far, the strategy is working. Here's Culpepper. This is Chase Culpepper. There's a Houston Culpepper who has the basketball now. Finds Brown. Brown tried to force it to Culpepper. Builders tap it out of bounds, so the basketball will stay on this end of the court. Crowd beginning to slowly trickle into the Apprentice School Athletic Center. There's a marathon that's going on, or finishing up, I believe. There's a marathon finishing up nearby. So that's kind of made getting to the arena, especially when it comes to parking, a little bit tricky, but folks are slowly starting to fill up the stands. It's Culpepper. Shot clock at 10. Culpepper circles. Finds Brown. Shot clock now at 4. Brown launches. His shot, no good. Rebound fought for and controlled by the Builders. Means to Hunter. Hunter's shot no good, but wow, what a nice job of tipping it back by Kyrie Smith. Kyrie Smith, first team all-conference, able to tap it back in for two. He has just a single basket so far in the contest as Culpepper goes to work against Jones. Builders, great defense underneath by Jones as the Builders push the action but unable to get anything going in transition. Hawkins launches. Long rebound comes off to Means, who tries a bit of a circus shot underneath the basket. It doesn't go. Builders slow to get back on defense, but thankfully it didn't hurt him. Hunter, alley-oop. Tried to get it to Kyrie Smith, just a little too strong. Builders out of position. Nice job by Donovan Means. That was a 3-on-1 break in favor of the Makos, and Donovan Means, the only defender, was able to defend. He slapped it out of bounds, and we're going to go to a timeout. Media timeout, the under 8 timeout. Builders up 23-14 over the Makos on Championship Sunday here at the
USC NCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Neither team right now with points in transition, no fast break points for either team. As far as points in the paint, which was one of the determining factors the last time these teams played one another again, the Makos defeated the Builders 76-73 in that contest. But points in the paint went a long way towards determining the outcome on the scoreboard in that game, and the Builders were just simply throttled points in the paint-wise. Makos outscored them 40-18 in that contest. Right now, the Builders are outscoring the Makos 12-10 in the paint. So paint scoring a little bit more balanced. Builders right now shooting about 34%, 9 of 26 from the field, while the Makos are shooting 30%. They're 6 of 20 from the field. Malik Munnerlyn, leading scorer right now for the Builders. He has 7. Couple of players for the Makos, including Eddie Brown, has 5. As Culpepper tries to go to work against Donovan Means. Shot clock now at 5 as Culpepper rises up. His jumper is good. So Culpepper now the leading scorer on the Makos. He has 6, and the Builder lead now 7. Builders looking for a little bit of revenge, if you want to call it, against the Makos, as after the Makos defeated the Builders here, as that corner 3 by Adrian Wall is good. And now Adrian Wall is on the scoreboard. Builders need him to get going. As the Makos come back on the attack. So again, the last time these teams played, the Makos not only defeated the Builders, but they took away the regular season championship in that victory and the #1 seed in this tournament. Builders trying to redeem themselves this afternoon against the Makos, as that corner 3 is good for Chase Culpepper. So for Culpepper, that's point number 5, and the Builder lead is again at 7, 26-19. Wall tries to test. Looks like more of a matchup zone right now being used by the Makos, as that 3 by Donovan Means is good. Donovan means business from behind the three-point arc on that shot. Either he means business or is he standing on business? It's one of them, but we don't care. It goes down for three, and the Builder lead is now the largest of the afternoon. It's up to 10 as that long rebound comes off to Avon Hawkins. Builders pushing it down court to Smith. Smith to Hawkins. Hawkins, wide open jumper, off the mark. Makos decide to slow things down. So again, no transition buckets by either team. Both teams have decided to just kind of slow things down and grind it out in their half-court offense. As that step back three, no good. They're going to say it was last touch. Nope, they're going to say it was last touch by Avon Hawkins. Isaiah Jones quickly off the bench. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Makos were able to get it inside. Culpepper couldn't handle it. Means fast break. This is the Builders' first opportunity for fast break points, and they get it. Donovan Means now with 7 in the contest. And the Builder lead now is 12. Again, their largest lead of the contest has just been cut down by 2. 31-21. Pace of the game starting to pick up just a bit. Makos go back into a man-to-man defense. Kick to the corner to Wall. Wall's three-point shot rims out. Culpepper looking to run. They're going to wave it off. Player control foul on Culpepper. So for Chase Culpepper, that offensive foul, that'll be his first personal. That'll be the team's third. And we're going to have a timeout. This is the final timeout of the half. Immediate timeout, the under 4. And the Builders now with a 10-point lead. They've led by as many as 12 in the contest. So what we're going to do, we'll step away, and we will be right back.
Bayport gives away $100,000 in tuition assistance. Our scholarships are special because we not only allow funds to be applied to colleges and universities, but also trade and vocational schools. The submission deadline for all scholarships this year is a close of business on March 31st. Please share this opportunity with family, friends, students, and colleagues. Like, share, or comment on social media.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
All the starters for the Makos have played double-digit minutes here in the first half. Builders only have 2 players. That's Kyrie Smith and Donovan Means that have played more than 10 minutes. But for the Makos, they haven't substituted much here in the contest. So what does that mean? As the game goes on, guys are going to start to get tired. Means rises up inside the lane. His jumper, no good. Rebound tapped around and controlled by Culpepper. Builders with a 10-point lead off of the media timeout. Kick in the corner for 3, no good by the Makos. Builders pushing the action. Builders kick to the corner to Hawkins. That 3 came up a little short. So back come the Makos. With Culpepper, feed inside to Poole, and Poole is going to be fouled. That foul call is going to be credited to Isaiah Jones. That is his first personal foul and the team's third. So that is going to put Daniel Poole back at the line. Daniel Poole right now with 7 points in the contest. He leads all Makos in scoring. Again, he's their best rebounding threat underneath as he misses the front end of the bonus. As we're going to get a timeout. 30-second timeout being called by Coach Evan Key. 2:49 remaining in the first half. Builders, once they've gotten a lead in this contest, they have pretty much controlled the basketball game. And one of the ways they've been able to do that is they've been able to limit Eddie Brown, again, conference MVP and the most prolific scorer on the Makos. They've only held him to 5 points in the contest. Now, he put up 30 the last time these two teams played, but he's been relatively quiet so far in the basketball game. Daniel Poole has been the biggest scoring threat right now. He has 7 coming out of the timeout, but Builders right now doing a great job on defense. Where the Builders are falling asleep on defense is their transition defense. We are not getting back, but thankfully the Makos haven't done a very good job of converting their fast break opportunities. Currently have 0 points in the fast break. So Daniel Poole will get another opportunity from the charity stripe, having missed the first of 2. And they come away empty. As Isaiah Jones fights for the loose ball. Builders back on the offense. Get a chance to push their lead back up to 12, maybe up to 13 on this trip. Means off the screen, feed inside, pass intercepted. Poole has the basketball poked away from behind by Donovan Means. So that's 2 exceptional defensive efforts by Donovan Means on the fast break. The last time Donovan was in a 1-on-3 situation and was able to block the shot out of bounds, saving that 2 points. And that time he was able to poke the basketball away from behind, saving another scoring opportunity for the Makos. Culpepper finds Brown in the corner. Brown's shot no good, but nobody blocks out Daniel Poole, who's able to knife in and take the rebound, put it off the glass for 2. Builder lead now down to 8 as Means loses the basketball. So that'll be the Builders' 3rd turnover of the contest. Just under 2 minutes remaining. Let's get past to Culpepper. His shot for 3. Off the front of the iron. Builders push it with Means. Minute and a half remaining in the first half. Builders holding on to an 8-point lead. Jones is in trouble. He has timeouts if he needs them. Jones can't find anyone, and the Builders turn it over. I thought maybe, just maybe, Jones would call a timeout. Builders still have 3. We can't take them in the locker room and do anything with them, so you may as well just use them. But instead, there's going to be a turnover. Culpepper holds the basketball, gives it off to Brown. We're now at a minute remaining in the first half. Brown with a wild shot, was anticipating the foul. He didn't get it. So that's going to be I don't know if I guess you call that a turnover. I'm not sure. We'll see what the stat sheet says. So Corey Terrell makes his way into the contest. We're just under a minute remaining in the first half, and Builders have controlled pretty much the entire first half. Builders went up 9-7, and they haven't looked back. Here's Hunter. Makos. Have settled back into their man-to-man defense with a shot clock at 15. Munderland. Here's Wall. Wall thought about driving to the basket, instead tried to step back 3. It came up short. Back down court are the Makos. They were unable to convert, and they're going to call, I'm not sure, a jump ball. So the possession arrow will stay on this end of the court. Shot clock is now off. So the Makos have an opportunity to hold, I believe. Nope, they're going to put the shot clock at 20. So they say no change in possession. So the Makos can't hold for the final shot. It's Tolbert. Looks inbound. finds Poole. Poole against the shorter Hunter, able to get to the basket and convert, and I believe he was fouled. Malik Munderland will be credited with his first personal foul. That'll be the team's fourth. So that'll put Daniel Poole at the line, who already has 11. He leads all scorers. Last time at the line, he missed both free throws, but he's able to hit that one. And he completes a three-point trip down the floor for the Makos. And now the Builder lead has been cut to 5. 31-26. Builders with an opportunity to hold for the final shot and maybe snatch back just a little bit of momentum headed into the locker room as the shot clock, game clock now at 6. And there it is. Adrian Wall with a 3 as the first half comes to an end. Builders right at the end of the half snatch back just a little bit of the momentum as they head into the halftime locker room, up on the Makos by 8, 34-26 here at the Apprentice School. Championship Sunday of the New South Athletic Conference Men's Basketball Tournament. Builders looking to take the trophy home this afternoon. So we are going to step away and give you an opportunity to do the same. We'll be back with second half action.
The thing that sets Whirlies apart is that our people here truly care. They're here because they love their jobs and they want to learn more.
What I like about Whirlies is the people, the team I work with every day.
My favorite thing about working at Whirlies is that it's more like a family. I mean, it is work, but it's not.
They actually treat me like a person and not a number. And this is the first company where I really feel like I belong.
Here at Whirlies, it's a great atmosphere. They really care about the customers, really care about the employees. We do whatever we got to do to make the job right.
Like the team, everybody's a team player. All about doing the right thing for the customer, taking pride in your work. It's just overall a great company to work for.
You know, we really do have an awesome set of guys. It's kind of cool. We got a great team. We have fun together, from my plumbers to my air conditioning guys to my crawl space guys. Everybody works together as a team. They're just phenomenal.
We have training programs. We like it when people come in, they don't really know what they want to do, and we're able to help them find a trade and do things such as like a paid-for apprenticeship programs for HVAC, plumbing, electrical. We've sent people as far as Texas to also doing them here locally. We just truly like to see our people grow and succeed and get to the next step of their career. We want people here who truly aspire to be the best in their fields.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Bayport gives away $100,000 in tuition assistance. Our scholarships are special because we not only allow funds to be applied to colleges and universities, but also trade and vocational schools. The submission deadline for all scholarships this year is a close of business on March 31st. Please share this opportunity with family, friends, students, and colleagues. Like, share, or comment on social media.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are just ahead of the start of the second half of Championship Sunday here at the New South Athletic Conference Men's Basketball Tournament. As the number 1 seed, Makos of Lighthouse Christian are taking on the Builders from the Apprentice School for the right to be called champion, tournament champion for 2024 in the NSAC. Right now, Builders are on their way to doing so. They're up by 8, 34-26 as we get ready to start the second half. As we look at some of the stat totals. Now, a lot of the numbers coming out of the half are really just right spot on with each other. Points to the paint, both teams, 14 points apiece. Points off turnovers right now, Lighthouse has 7. Builders have 8, so those are right around each other. Second half, second chance points, both teams 6. Fast break opportunities or points, Builders only able to get 1 basket, which was a transition layup by Donovan Means. So fast break point-wise, Builders only 2, Lighthouse with nothing. Now, this is one of the telling stats from the last game that made that game so close. The Builders won the points off the bench battle between both of these teams 37-3. Right now, Builders lead in that stat category coming into the second half, 13-0. So the Makos are logging a lot of minutes out of their starters. I told you earlier that they had all of their starters had more than 10. Now all of their starters, as we get ready to start the second half, all of their starters have pretty much about 20 minutes of action in this contest. So Coach Bocelli not really subbing a whole lot in the contest as the Builders go inside right out of the break, and they turn the basketball over. That is their 7th turnover of the contest. Culpepper goes to work against Adrian Wall. Culpepper, a little bit of trouble. Finds Poole at 15 on the shot clock. Poole with 12 in the first half. Builders able to save it from going out of bounds. Here's Wall. Feed inside to Jones. Jones loses it. Kyrie Smith there to clean it up. And Kyrie Smith now has 4 in the contest. And the Builder lead is back up to 10. Here's Brown. Builders pretty much kept him in check the entire first half. Nearly turned it over, and they do. Means with a fast break opportunity off the glass. Forget the glass. It's all about the rim. Donovan Means slams it home for 2. And the Builder lead is back up to 12. Their largest lead of the contest has been 12 as the Builders nearly force a turnover again. Here's Culpepper. He's going to be harassed by Means. And I think that's going to turn into a foul call, and it does. So Donovan Means picks up his first personal foul. That'll be the team's first. Only 7 total fouls called in the first half. It's not bad. As the officials have decided that we are not going to be a deciding factor in this game. We're going to let it all play out on the floor. So there was a tie-up on the loose ball, a jump ball situation. The possession arrow is in favor of the Makos, so the basketball will stay on this end. .31 remaining. Builders again hosting the conference tournament this season. Next year, the conference tournament will shift to Pensacola, Florida. And Lighthouse Christian College will be the host site for next season's tournament. Hopefully they will take yours truly down there. I would love to call the games from Pensacola, Florida. I don't know if that's going to happen. It may not be in the budget.
I think we both need to be taken down there.
I'll drive. I will literally
drive.
All right. I will literally drive. Builders back on offense. Here's Wall. That 3 off the mark. Culpepper. Culpepper with 6. Brown, who's been quiet in the game. His shot off the mark. Rebound fought for and controlled by Jones. Wall finds Saunders. He can hit that, but not this time. It's Culpepper to McGann. Shot clock at 20. It's Culpepper. works against Wall off of a ball screen. Here's Brown. And they're going to call him again for the illegal screen. So Christian McGann will pick up his first personal foul. That'll be the team's first of the half. Builders now with an opportunity on offense to take their largest lead of the contest. Right now it's at 12. Builders' lead sits at 12. All right, so a quick stoppage in play for a wardrobe malfunction, but we know what that's all attached to. We won't go there. But officials asking Brown to tuck his jersey in. He did so. So the basketball is back in play. Wall in a little bit of trouble. Has the basketball back, working the baseline. Tough runner. Right-handed runner goes down for Adrian Wall. Adrian Wall is starting to wake up, folks. He has 12 now. And I think we're going to get a timeout. Yep. Timeout taken by Lighthouse Christian. Coach Pacelli wants to get his team over for a timeout. So, you know what? They're going to change it to a media timeout. 17-11 remaining in the first half. This is, I think, the under-16 media time? The under-18 media timeout. So, we'll step away. Builders, with their biggest lead of the afternoon, 14, will be back.
Bayport gives away $100,000 in tuition assistance. Our scholarships are special because we not only allow funds to be applied to colleges and universities, but also trade and vocational schools. The submission deadline for all scholarships this year is a close of business on March 31st. Please share this opportunity with family, friends, students, and colleagues. Like, share, or comment on social media.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for
17-11 remaining in this championship game for the NSAC men's basketball.
Bayport
three is shot no good, and there's going to be a loose ball foul called, I believe, on the Builders. If that's on Kelby Saunders, that'll be his third. And that's who the foul call is on. So Kelby Saunders will have a seat. Courage Harrell will make his way into the basketball game. That'll be the team's second team foul. We're almost 3 minutes into the basketball game, and the Makos are yet to score in the half. It's Culpepper to Poole. Here's Culpepper. Poole at 10. Brown, who has been ice cold shooting this afternoon. Culpepper launches from three, and he hits. So those are the first points of the half for the Makos. And the Builder lead has been trimmed now to 11. As the Makos begin to attack on defense. Culpepper lost it, able to get it back. Was able to put it in for two, and he's going to be fouled. That foul call is going to be on Isaiah Jones. That is his second personal foul and the team's third. So that'll put Chase Culpepper at the line with an opportunity to complete the three-point play. Now, if he does so, they go from not scoring any points out of the halftime locker room to quickly scoring 6 in less than a minute. Builders were just up by 14 as that free throw missed. Builder lead now all the way down to 9 just that quickly. Means off of a screen. Gets it to Harrell. Wall. Cut off by Culpepper. Culpepper takes it to the rack. Scores. And that puts a little bit of energy right back into the stands for the Builders as the Makos are on the attack. Turn it over. Culpepper tripped. His hand went out of bounds, and that's going to be a timeout. Media timeout as the Builders have pushed their lead back up to double digits, 11, 42-31 on Championship Sunday here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center.
Bayport gives away $100,000 in tuition assistance. Our scholarships are special because we not only allow funds to be applied to colleges and universities, but also trade and vocational schools. The submission deadline for all scholarships this year is a close of business on March 31st. Please share this opportunity with family, friends, students, and colleagues. Like, share, or comment on social media.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
The last time these two teams played, the Builders were 25 of 71 in that contest for 35% field goal percentage. Right now, they're at 41.5%, so shooting better in this contest than they did in the previous one. While the Makos were 28 of 63, they shot 44%. They're currently shooting 34% in the contest here so far. So the Builders with a much better shooting day than their opponent, and that is translated to an 11-point lead on the scoreboard. Feed goes inside to Jones. Jones has a shot blocked by Poole. That was just a nice defensive stand by Daniel Poole, and that block was clean. Might I suggest a nice head and shoulder fake next time by Isaiah Jones? That shot comes off no good. Last touch by the Builders. So again, Builders trying to become the 2024 New South Athletic Conference Men's Basketball Tournament champions over the number 1 seed Makos of Lighthouse Christian College, as Avon Hawkins will make his way into the basketball game for Isaiah Jones. Hawkins right now with 6 points. Builder lead 11. Culpepper to Brown to Poole. McGann. Shot clock now under 10 with Culpepper. Tough jumper. Shot was an air ball, but his brother was there to clean it up. On the weak side, Culpepper, the other Culpepper, he puts it back for 2. He has 6 now, and the lead for the Builders now is back down under double digits at 9. Here's Harrell. Harrell on the floor now for Kelby Saunders, who picked up his 3rd personal foul just a few seconds ago. Harrell all the way to the rack, rims out on him. Loose ball taken in by the Makos. Poole inside, puts his shoulder down, and the officials call it. Player control foul on Daniel Poole. Folks, that's his 3rd personal foul. That'll be the team's 2nd. Okay, now the PA announcer said that was his 2nd, so I recorded that one. I had him down for 3. So that's his 2nd, so he'll stay on the floor. He still has 12. He hasn't scored in a while, which is a good thing. As Wall goes to work against Brown. Again, Brown, only 5 points in the contest. He has been super quiet, scoring the basketball for the Makos. Here's Means to Wall. Wall launches from 3, and he hits it. Adrian Wall now with 17 in the contest. And him coming alive, I'm telling you, the Builders have to have it if they're going to be successful as Adrian Wall comes on the defensive end. Nope, I think that's going to be Harrell. I think Harrell is going to be whistled for the personal. No one has made their way to the scorer's table yet to let us know. Yep, and there it is. So Courage Harrell will pick up his first personal foul. That'll be the team's 4th. So Daniel Poole, who has 12, scored all 12 in the first half, is going to step to the line and try to add to his point total and try to cut into this 12-point Builder lead. 13.5 remaining in the basketball game. And the first of 2 goes down. Spirited conversation between one of the officials and Coach Bocelli right now in front of us. As the second of 2 for Daniel Poole is good. Builder lead now down to 10. Poole now with 14 in the game. Means works off of a screen. Skip pass to Wall. Wall, another baseline jumper. Man, he has just perfected that shot. That is by far the toughest shot in basketball because of depth perception. It's just close to 0 as the Builders force the turnover and also force the personal foul on Culpepper. So Chase Culpepper is going to pick up his second. That'll be the team's 3rd as Adrian Wall is starting to come alive scoring the basketball. He now has 19. And a lot of times, so goes Adrian Wall, so goes the Builders. Again, first team all-conference is Adrian Wall. Skip pass to Wall. Wall, baseline, runner, layup, good again. He now has 21 in the contest and looking unstoppable as the Builders now match their largest lead of the contest, 14. But Daniel Poole quickly says, we're not going to have any of that, ladies and gentlemen. He's now picked up his 16th point. It's Hawkins. Makes his way to the basket. Tries to get it inside to Means. I think Hawkins may have gotten up in the air, wasn't really sure what he wanted to do with the basketball. So the Builders turned it over. Here's Poole. Thought about it, but instead gives it off to Culpepper. Culpepper, his shot no good, but Poole comes away with the offensive board. Culpepper once again able to spin around the defense of Kyrie Smith and lays it off the glass for 2. So the Builders see their 14-point lead trimmed to 10. Still a lot of time left in this basketball game. It means they're going to get him for a travel. So that's going to be another turnover for the Builders. We're going to have a timeout. Media timeout, the under-12 timeout, 11:32 remaining in the second half of this afternoon's men's championship game here at the Apprentice School. We'll step away, and we will be back.
Bayport gives away $100,000 in tuition assistance. Our scholarships are special because we not only allow funds to be applied to colleges and universities, but also trade and vocational schools. The submission deadline for all scholarships this year is a close of business on March 31st. Please share this opportunity with family, friends, students, and colleagues. Like, share, or comment on social media.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
Pay attention to these numbers, ladies and gentlemen. 28, 25, 21. Those are the numbers of minutes logged by each of the Mako starters in this contest. Builders have 3 players that are in the 20s, but everybody on the Mako's team has logged more than 20 minutes on the floor in this contest. It'll be interesting to see if that shows up later on in the basketball game in their legs as the Makos go back on offense, trailing by 10 to the Builders. Shot pass inside, nearly intercepted. Mako's able to get it back. Here's Brown with the shot clock at 5 to Culpepper. Culpepper to Brown. Brown has to pull. He does. He misses. Brown has been ice cold in this contest. The last time they played, he could throw it in the ocean. The last time they played, Avon Hawkins unable to put the 3 that was missed by Wall back in. So the lead still sits at 10 for the Builders. Make it 8. It's Culpepper able to convert on the opposite end. I'm not really sure if you noticed it during the timeout, Dave, but I saw a couple of kids playing patty cake in the stands. Don't they have an app for that? Builders turn it over, leads to a fast break opportunity. Those are going to be the first fast break points for the Makos, and just like that, they trimmed the 14-point Builder lead down to 6. But Kelby Saunders stops the bleeding just for a moment as we get a timeout. Timeout being taken. That's going to be a full timeout. I think it's taken by the Builders. So Coach Evan Key tries to slow down the bleeding. Tell you what, we'll step away with him, and we'll be back.
Bayport gives away $100,000 in tuition assistance. Our scholarships are special because we not only allow funds to be applied to colleges and universities, but also trade and vocational schools. The submission deadline for all scholarships this year is a close of business on March 31st. Please share this opportunity with family, friends, students, and colleagues. Like, share, or comment on social media.
I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
Adrian Wall has 21 points. He is the only Builder right now in double-digit figures on the scoreboard. So for the next 10 remaining in the basketball game, he's going to need a little bit of help offensively. Now, the Builders have done a great job defensively in this contest, keeping Brown to just 5 points in the contest, not just a half. He's yet to score in the second half at all. He picked up his 5 points early in the first half, and the Builders have pretty much shut him down since then. What has happened is that Poole, with the basketball, he's really picked up his scoring in the contest. He leads right now with 16, but again, Builders are going to need a little bit more help as Culpepper hits from 3, and just like that, the Builders see their 14-point lead evaporate to just 5 now, 51-46. We're under 10 minutes remaining in this championship contest. Saunders, who's been in foul trouble, is back on the floor, of course. He hit a 3 a little while ago. Builders turned it over again. Here's Culpepper. Culpepper is going to be fouled. Adrian Wall is going to be credited with his first personal foul of the contest. That'll be the team's 5th. So that'll put Chase Culpepper at the line. He'll be shooting 2, clock stopped. Makos get an opportunity to cut into this deficit, which is sitting at 5 at the moment. But we just saw the Builders up just a little while ago by 14, and they somewhat go ice cold from the field. And not only that, they've turned the ball over a few times. They're now up to 10. I think with that last one, they're now up to 11. So they matched the turnover total right now for the Makos, each team with 11 apiece. As Culpepper hits the second. Builder lead now down to 4 as the Makos wake up somewhat on offense after going scoreless in the first 3 minutes of the second half. Builders have got to value the basketball down the stretch. Jones with the screen. Here's Smith off the front of the iron. Builders fall asleep again defensively, and Brown is able to lay it off the glass for 2 in transition as he grimaces ever so slightly coming down the court. Now, he did get injured in their contest as that 3 from Adrian Wall. Woo, that stops the bleeding momentarily. A quick Band-Aid over that knife wound where you saw the Builders just hemorrhaging points to the Makos. Now, Brown was injured in their contest yesterday, so much so that the medical staff here deemed that he should not play for the rest of the contest based on his injury, but the coaching staff still allowed him to play yesterday, and he did finish the game. But I did see him grimacing after hitting that transition layup a moment ago. So that'll be something to keep an eye on, because just maybe that is affecting him scoring-wise, but not there as he banks it off the glass for 2. It takes a shot, I believe, across the face on that one. So the Builder lead is now 3, 54-51. Makos attacking. Wall with 21. Actually, he has 24. I forgot he just hit that 3 just a moment ago. He has 24. Almost made the Makos pay. We're going to get a tie up. The possession arrow is in favor of the Builders, so the basketball will stay on this end of the court. But before we pick the action back up, we're going to have a timeout. Media timeout, the under 8 timeout. Championship Sunday here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. The 2024 New South Athletic Men's Conference.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Builders have been scored 25-20 here in the second half. We've seen the points in the paint now tip in the favor of Lighthouse Christian, 30-26. But we've seen the Builders continue to shoot around the league average in basketball, which is somewhere around about 32-33%. Builders shooting about 33.3% from 3 in the contest. They are now 8 of 24 on the afternoon. Builders holding to a 3-point lead as we get ready to whistle the basketball back into action. 7:19 remaining in this final of the men's basketball tournament, and the Builders turn it over. Looked like a simple lapse in concentration right there between the inbounder and the receiver of the basketball, who was Avon Hawkins. Just went right through his hands, right out of bounds. So the Makos have an opportunity to either pull themselves within 1 or tie, but Kyrie Smith shuts that down. Outlet to Means. Breakaway layup off the glass, 4-2. And the Builders now, that is only their 6th fast break point in the contest, but it puts just a little bit of breathing room between themselves and the Makos. 5-point lead, Builders. Culpepper to McGann, who's been quiet with the basketball. His shot off the front of the iron. Means tries to test the middle of the defense and turned it over. Here's Brown. That three rims out. So Brown's off night of shooting continues. He has 9 in the contest. Again, he went for 30 the last time these two teams played. As Means, his long three off the front of the rim. Lead still sits at 5. It's Culpepper, works it over to Culpepper. Poole, double teamed. Gets it back to Culpepper now with 10. Skip pass to Brown. Brown, shot off the glass, no good. Rebound fought for and controlled by Saunders. Harrell takes it right at the defense, but he's unable to do anything with it. I think his shot was partially blocked. So it goes out of bounds. It'll be Builder ball as Isaiah Jones will make his way in for Harrell. Adrian Wall will make his way back onto the floor for Smith. Shot clock at 23, game clock at 5:22. Builders holding to a 5-point lead. Looking to build on it. Hawkins with the basketball. Shot clock at 20, plenty of time. Saunders tries to get it inside to Jones. Hot, just pass just a little too hot to handle. Jones taps himself on the chest and says, "My bad." So that goes down as a turnover. That is going to be the Builders' 13th of the contest. 5 minutes left. Culpepper. To the other Culpepper. Shot up by Poole is good. So Poole now with 18. He and Adrian Wall pretty much a lot of the scoring. Jones tied up underneath. They're going to call a jump ball, even though Jones was able to wrestle it away at the last minute. It's going to be a jump ball. That's going to be, possession arrow is going to be in favor of the Makos. We got a situation where the officials have to get in the middle of things because guys have started to point fingers and talk trash. So just like that, the official steps in and whistles a technical foul call. So they're going to call double technicals, I believe, on Avon Hawkins. And they're going to call one on Houston Culpepper. So that is going to be the Builders' 6th team foul. That'll be the Makos' 4th team foul. That will be Avon Hawkins' first. And that will be Houston Culpepper's first. There was a little bit of a situation right there during the dead ball where Isaiah Jones was holding the basketball, and one of the Culpeppers, I believe it was Chase, came and knocked it out of his hands. And Isaiah Jones didn't like that. And that led to both teams kind of getting close to each other, and a couple of words got exchanged, and the officials quickly teed up both players from each team. That's Avon Hawkins and Houston Culpepper. So we're back in the action. Keep in mind, this is a bit of a revenge game for the Builders. They were pretty ticked off that the Makos came in and beat them and ended their home game winning streak at 13 home games won when they beat them 76-73. So the Builders are looking for some payback. Ball goes out of bounds, so there is some administrative issues that need to be taken care of. They're going to reset the game clock to 4:01. So it's going to be Mako basketball. They trail by 3. We're just over 4 minutes left in this championship game. Culpepper. His 3 comes off the back of the iron. That's going to be a loose ball foul. I believe that's going to go on Poole. If it isn't, it should be. That one will go on Daniel Poole. So that will be his 3rd, and that'll be the team's 5th. But we're going to have a timeout. Media timeout, the under 4 media timeout. That'll be the last media timeout of the afternoon. The 2024 NSAC Men's Tournament Basketball Championship will return.
Bayport gives away $100,000 in tuition assistance. Our scholarships are special because we not only allow funds to be applied to colleges and universities, but also trade and vocational schools. The submission deadline for all scholarships this year is a close of business on March 31st. Please share this opportunity with family, friends, students, and colleagues. Like, share, or comment on social media.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Lighthouse again has outscored the Builders in the second half to the tune of 27-22. As the Builders went into the halftime locker room with a 34-26 edge over the Makos. Makos lead on the scoreboard right now by Daniel Poole and Chase Culpepper. They both have 18. Adrian Wall has 24, while Donovan Means has 11. Donovan Means has pulled down 9 rebounds. So one more rebound, and Donovan Means will have a double-double. So we'll keep our eye on that for the next 3:56 of the contest. But the biggest stat that the Builders need to lead in when the basketball game is over is on the scoreboard. Right now they're up by 3 with the basketball. Donovan Means, guarded by Brown. Means off of a couple of ball screens. Gets it inside to Jones. Jones trips, and they're going to say he traveled. So that will be the Builders' 17th turnover of the contest. Builders got to quickly get amnesia and let that play go, because now they have to play defense with a slim 3-point lead with a lot of time left in the contest. Both teams right now with 2 timeouts. There are no more media timeouts. So any timeouts that are taken are going to be official timeouts or team timeouts between now and the end of the contest. Right now we have an officials timeout because we're trying to get some moisture, I believe, off the floor. Nope, I think it may be blood. So someone needs to somebody needs to probably grab a can of Lysol and head out there on the court real quick. I don't have any. I left mine in the car, so I can't help out. But, again, Builders have been outscored here in the second half. Again, by a score of 27-22. Builders still shooting, again, around about 32%. We've seen the Makos start to pick up their shooting percentage in the second half. They've kind of hovered around about 36, 37%, which is where they are right now. But they were in the 20s for quite some time, so we've seen them kind of pick things up. So I don't know what Coach Michelli said to his team in the halftime locker room, but they've definitely gotten the message. We've seen the Makos go down by as many as 14 points in the contest and have battled back. This is what probably the closest they've been in quite some time at 3. They fought back a few times, gotten the lead down to like 5 or 6, but then the Builders have been able to do enough to kind of put a little bit of breathing room between themselves and the Makos. But right now, this is the closest the Makos have been in some time. So again, Adrian Wall with 24 points in the contest. Donovan Means with 11. Makos back on the attack. Chase Culpepper off to Houston Culpepper. Poole being guarded by Saunders. Saunders right now with 3 fouls in the contest. Saunders, solid job of defense. I think he got a piece of it. And he denied Daniel Poole his 20th point of the contest, and the Builders come back on offense with Adrian Wall. Builders are trying to make a concerted effort to get the basketball inside to Jones. Last time down the court, Jones tripped and traveled with the basketball. Wall gives it off to Means. Shot clock at 5. Means rises up. Shot off the side of the rim. So back come the Makos. Culpepper was able to slice to the basket, just could not quiet his body enough to make the shot right at the rim. Rebound comes off to Saunders. Wall. Inside to Jones. Jones harassed. Jones was actually fouled, but no call. So again, the officials have decided that they're going to let play determine who wins this basketball game, as Kyrie Smith will make his way in, as Avon Hawkins will take a seat. So some administrative duties taken care of. We're going to get the basketball back into play. 2:23 remaining. Builders holding to a slim lead. So every possession from here on out is just going to be critical to winning a championship as the Builders turn the basketball over. Boy, oh boy. It was never a good time for a turnover, but that right there was the friggin' worst. So the Makos get an opportunity to either pull within one or tie the basketball game on this possession. Builders starting to feel the pressure just a little bit. As you can see, just a lack of concentration has led to a couple of miscues here down the stretch. It's Culpepper. Works against Wall. Culpepper. Looking. Gets it to McGann. McGann goes against Saunders, and they're going to get Saunders with a foul. So for Kelby Saunders, that is his 4th personal foul, the team's 7th. So that'll put Christian McGann at the line, the 6'7" freshman out of Shreveport, Louisiana. He'll step to the line to shoot 2, but I think first we're going to have a timeout. Timeout taken by the Builders. 2:01 left in the contest. Builders holding to a slim 3-point lead. But when we come back out of the timeout, McGann will step to the line to shoot 2. He was fouled in the act of shooting, so he has an opportunity to try to pull the Makos within 1. And that'll be the closest the Makos have been since the Builders took the lead 9-7 in the first half. So a been a relatively low-scoring game for both of these teams. We did see the Makos put up 84 points in their contest yesterday against Mid-Atlantic Christian. And we saw the Builders put up 111 yesterday in their contest against Central International College. So for both teams, relatively low-scoring game because the Builders, they average about 85 points a game. So they're way off their scoring pace. So Christian McGann, again, will be shooting 2. I don't have any stats for these guys because they're a relatively, young program. They're only in, I believe, their 2nd season in existence. So I don't really know what their free throw percentage is, but looks like right now for McGann, his free throw percentage is 0 off of that miss. So let's see if it can stay there, or will it go to 50%? And it's going to stay at 0. So an empty trip down the court for the Makos. They trail by 3. Builders need a basket, and they need it bad here. They've got to force the Makos to start making some choices with the basketball that they may not want to make. As Smith gets it over the wall. That's big if it goes, and it rims out. Tie up underneath. They're going to call a jump ball, and it will be Builder basketball. As Donovan Means will make his way back into the contest. .135 remaining. Builders need to create a little bit of breathing room between themselves and the Makos. Right now, just a one-possession basketball game. You didn't expect it to be any other way with both of these teams playing so well this season that they will be right here in the tournament finals battling it out to see who wins this tournament. So the officials will get together for a quick conversation. Not really sure what it was about. Maybe they quickly changed recipes. I'm not sure, but as it goes, we are back into play with Wall. Skip pass to Saunders. Saunders makes a bad decision with the basketball turnover. So back come the Makos with an opportunity once again to either trim the lead to 1 or take the lead with either a three-point basket or a three-point opportunity as the Builders nearly forced a turnover. Shot clock does not reset. Here's Brown. Weaving. Shot blocked by Wall. Nice defensive effort by Adrian Wall to deny Brown a shot right at the rim. Brown isn't quite 100%. As Coach Bocelli for the Makos calls a timeout. As I watch Brown make his way to the sideline, he is grimacing even the more. I'm not really sure if he's dealing with a foot injury or if he's dealing with an ankle injury, but he is absolutely laboring here from a physical standpoint down the stretch in this contest. And you got to believe that that has affected his shooting in this basketball game. But Daniel Poole has been right there, Johnny, on the spot to kind of pick it up for he and his team along with the Culpeppers. Houston has 10, while Chase has 18. Now for the Builders, again, it's been the Adrian Wall show. He has 24 points. He leads all scorers in the contest. Donovan Means has 11 in the basketball game. So we got 102 remaining. Each team with one timeout left. No media timeouts. Ten seconds on the shot clock for the Makos. They've got to get something off pretty quickly. Brown with the basketball. Calls for the screen. Brown launches from 3. Misses it. But Poole gets the rebound. Now, the officials say that that did not touch the rim, as Bocelli is saying that it did. So the officials call a shot clock violation. We're now under a minute remaining in the contest, 49.8 seconds. Builders with a 3-point lead as Avon Hawkins makes his way back into the contest. The senior will come in for Isaiah Jones. So again, each team with only one timeout remaining. The enemy right now for the Builders are these 46 seconds that remain in this contest. So Builders have to be careful with the basketball and get off a good shot. Preferably something going towards the basket. Shot clock now at 10. Means has to make a move with the basketball. Means to Hawkins. Hawkins launches for 3. No good. Loose ball taken by the Makos. Makos with 16 seconds left. Down by 3. Here's Culpepper looking, trying to find Brown. Brown on the baseline. Shot up. Good. And the Makos pull within 1, and we're going to get a timeout. And you knew that this was what it was going to come down to eventually between these two teams. Builder lead trimmed from 14 to 1, 56-55. Full timeout. We'll step away. We'll be back for the final 8.1 seconds.
Bayport gives away $100,000 in tuition assistance. Our scholarships are special because we not only allow funds to be applied to colleges and universities, but also trade and vocational schools. The submission deadline for all scholarships this year is a close of business on March 31st. Please share this opportunity with family, friends, students, and colleagues. Like, share, or comment on social media.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
8 seconds remaining in the contest. Makos with only 5 team fouls. So you would think that once they inbound, they're going to foul immediately. But that doesn't guarantee that they're going to walk to the other end of the court and they're going to shoot foul shots because the Builders aren't quite yet in the bonus. So the Makos are going to have to foul quickly. I mean, really, like now. And that's only the 6th team foul as nearly 2 seconds leak off the clock as Daniel Poole is going to pick up his 4th. Again, that's only the 16th foul. So they still need to commit another foul in order for the Builders to have to go to the line and try to win this contest at the free throw line. Keep in mind the Builders only shoot 62% from the free throw line as a team. So if the Builders can somehow inbound it and run around with it for a little while, Hawkins, the whistle blows. I think they're going to put a couple of ticks back on the game clock, but this one isn't over just yet. Eddie Brown will check back into the basketball game. So they put 4.4 back on the clock. The Makos are out of timeouts. The Builders lead by 1. Avon Hawkins will step to the line, the senior out of Hampton. If the Builders make both of these, now this is only the 1 and 1. Big free throw. So that puts the Builders up by 2. Even if Hawkins makes this one, they're only up by a single possession. Makos are out of timeouts. So no matter what happens with this basketball, they absolutely have to get a shot off. 4.4 seconds is an eternity of time to get a shot off. But Hawkins has an opportunity to force the Makos to have to make a 3 just to tie, and he does. So no timeouts. Builders quickly get Avon Hawkins to the sideline. Xavier Hunter comes in for defense. 4.4 seconds remaining. Builders up by 3. Makos have an opportunity to travel the floor, but they got to go fast. Inbound. And that's going to do it. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. The 2023-2024 Apprentice School Builders, I believe, wait a minute. The officials are speaking. Coach Picelli is talking. They're asking him to go back to the bench. Wait a minute, we're still not done yet. We're going to get the final call from the officials here. Now, if things stand the way they are, then the Builders will be tournament champions for 2023-2024. Okay, the official said that the clock started prematurely, so they're going to put 4.4 back on the clock. Both teams are going to come back onto the court. This is almost like giving the Makos a timeout here because they said that the clock started prematurely. Now, what the Makos did is on the inbound, the inbounder gave it to someone else to inbound it, and the clock started when it shouldn't have. So the clock wasn't, the basketball wasn't necessarily in play yet, so the clock started prematurely. So they're going to put 4.4 back on the clock. It was off of a made free throw, so the Makos can run the baseline to try to inbound it again. So the Builders haven't quite won the tournament championship just yet. 58-55 is the score. Builders up by 3. 4.4 seconds left. Culpepper to inbound. Here's Culpepper. Has to get a shot off. That is good if it goes, and it's off the front of the iron. That is it. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, for the second time in this broadcast, the 2023-2024 Apprentice School Builders are tournament champions for the New South Athletic Conference as they knock off the #1 seed Makos from Pensacola, Florida, and the Lighthouse Christian College-led team, Coach Bocelli-led team. Teams will come to the sideline. They will shake hands, and there will be a trophy presentation here momentarily. But congratulations to Coach Evan Key in his 5th season at the helm for the Builders, have put them into 4 different conference championships, and they walk away with back-to-back New South Athletic Conference tournament championships here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Fantastic game. We thought it would be a good one, and it absolutely was. Avon Hawkins is going to finish the game with 24 points. Donovan Means will finish the contest with 11. The trophy presentation is going to take place here in just a moment. Okay. You want me to sign off?
First, for the runners-up, congratulations on a great season to the Makos of Lighthouse Christian College. The captains for the Makos will please go to center court to accept the runners-up trophy.
Big round of applause for the Makos as they will accept the second place trophy. An emotional Eddie Brown, who is the conference MVP, accepts the second team trophy.
And now for the presentation of the 2024 New South Athletic Conference Championship Trophy to the Builders of the Apprentice School.
You have the final one? It's okay. It's okay. Good job.
You heard the voice of Coach Bocelli as he comes to get the final stat total for the basketball game. And right there, ladies and gentlemen, that is your 2023-2024 NSAC Men's Basketball Tournament champions, your Apprentice School Builders. Coach Key and his squad had an opportunity to avenge their only home loss of the season to the Makos out of Pensacola, Florida, and they do just that. So all of the congratulations, all the accolades today go to the Apprentice School Builders. What a fantastic season this has been, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to be the voice that brought you this season's game. For Coach Evan Key and the Builders, they will prepare for the national tournament. We don't know where they'll be seated or where they'll be playing, but continue to check GoBuilders.com to find out where and when they will be playing, because they will need our support as they go into the national tournament. So that's going to wrap it up for us here for the 2023-2024 broadcast season. It has been an absolute pleasure to bring these games to you as the net cutting ceremony takes place. We're going to sign off here I'm going to say thank you so much to Dave Davenport for the fantastic job he has done this season, not only running the boards for me, but being there as support and just absolutely just a fantastic job. I want to thank you, Dave. Look forward to doing many of these seasons with you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Howard McCain, and I'm going to say good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, congratulations to the Builders, your 2022, 2023, 2024 NSAC Men's Basketball Tournament champions. Folks, as always, remember, this is Builder Basketball.